Okay, so today I'm looking at all the COD Zombies maps except, what is it, D Machine, because it's just not on this list. But I don't have the boys with me today. I just thought I would make this tier list real quick since we got that new Firebase Z map coming out. Thought it looked fire, the poster that they put out. So I was like, let me just do a tier list, my opinion of the Zombies maps. Thought it would be a cool thing to do, so let's just hop right into it. Original Knockdown Toten. I think it's an average map. I think it just has that nostalgia. It's really not, obviously it's nothing crazy of a map. It's really not that good of a map in terms of what it brings to the table. It's literally just a bunker. That's all it is. It's not that big of a deal. Resurrection Verruct. I guess that's the remastered one. I've always liked Verruct. I thought it was a solid map. I would put it in pretty good. I don't think it's like, what are these things? Unplayed, trash can, tolerable, average. I don't like the way these are set up. Tolerable, average. I think this should be average. I think this yellow one should be average. I'll change that. But then there's the unplayed. Huh. I'll put okay. I'll put okay. Oh shit, what the fuck? I'll put okay. Then I'll put good. Ugh, what the fuck did I just do? And then I'll put top tier. And then there's God tier. Okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so if that's the case, then Knockdown Toten's okay. Not trash can, it's okay. Resurrection Verruct is good. It's not top tier either. Next we got Resurrection Shinonuma. Shinonuma is also an okay map, but the upper half of okay, not the bottom half. I think it's a good map. I might even put it in good. No, it's a good map. Actually, so what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the bottom trash can, and whatever maps I haven't played, I'm just gonna leave them at the bottom because I feel like there has to be one more tier. So it's gonna be trash can. I'll put alright. No, I'll put low tier. Low tier, I'll put low tier. Solid. Good, top tier. I think this is okay. I think this is good. Resurrection Doris, also a good map. These Resurrection maps are all good maps. Doris may even be top tier, honestly. Yeah, I'll put Doris in a top tier. Original Moon, solid. I think it is a good map it's a good map. It is. Original Moon is a good moon. Oh my gosh, why can't I speak? What the fuck? Original Moon is a good map. Transit gets too much hate. I think it's a good map. Oh, now we're splitting them up. Okay, Bus Depot, that's low tier. I really don't like that at all. Farm is solid. I didn't play it that much, but when I did, it was good to play with friends. Town is definitely the best one, and it was good, for sure. There's nothing really to talk about with those. In terms of Nuketown Zombies, I remember the hype for this, and I think it's solid. It's just literally a fun party map for zombies. Like, there's really no depth to it. It's like, oh, you want to go to high round on Nuketown? That's it. That's literally it. That's what it is. There's nothing really special about it. Die Rise also gets a lot of hate. Would I say it's a good map? Personally, I think it would. I think I would. I would say Die Rise is a good map. Lower half of good. It's a little bit more than solid for me. But I think it's good. Original Verruct is solid. For sure. Mob of the Dead, for me, now we're going to get a little controversial. Mob of the Dead for me, I'll put it in God tier. I think it's just such a good map. There's really nothing wrong with that map. Easter egg is great. Pack punch set, really nothing wrong with that map. The environment is nothing like, it's never been seen in the zombies community at the time. So I think Mob of the Dead is definitely a God tier map for sure. Buried, I think, is a top tier map. I think a lot of people are starting to hit on Buried, saying it's not that good, but I think Buried is definitely a top tier map. It's just so fun. It's such a fun map. It has that story element to it, but more so, it's just a really fun map to play. Lots of strats that are fun. It was such a different dynamic than any map ever. Like, I know Mob was, but Buried really was, like, it was just so different, and it was just so good. Oh my gosh, it's not God tier though, but Original Origins, I think, is um, Original Origins. Top tier, top tier, top tier. Yes. Okay. I'm not even gonna talk about that one. Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil, for me personally, this may get a lot. I think it's a God tier map. Okay, I do. I really think Shadows is a God tier map. Hear me out though. Here's why. Shadows dropped, right? And keep in mind, this was on Black Ops 3, brand new game, next gen of Treyarch games, and it was so beautiful. The map is so beautiful, and then doing the Easter egg and seeing Richtofen pop out, oh my gosh, that shit went hard as hell. And the whole map is good, the whole ceremony thing, the ritual shit is good. Wonder Weapon, busted, the swords, super good. Boss battle it wasn't hard, but going into it for the first time, it was like kind of chaotic. Easter egg was genuinely like challenging somewhat. The flag step, don't even get me started. At the time, I was like not even good at zombies back then, so it was even harder. Like, that whole map is so good. It is so complete. It is such a complete map, and that's why it's God tier. Like, I don't think you can argue that Shadows is not a complete map, because Shadows is such a good map. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really don't think it's up for debate. Shadows is definitely a God tier map. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's better, I think. Okay, so next we got the Giant from BO3. I think this was a good map. I like Original Der Riese a little bit more, but I think this was also a good map. Not Original Der Riese, Resurrection Der Riese. Black Ops 1 Der Riese. I enjoyed that more. Did I? Yeah, yes I did. Der Eisendrache, I also think is a complete God tier map. I know I have a lot in God tier. It's kind of atrocious how many I have in God tier, because you're really not supposed to have that many in God tier. But there's only one more going up there. From this list, from the games I've played, there's only one more going up there. Okay, that's just how it is. So, Der Eisendrache, complete map. Easter egg, great. First boss battle, crazy. Oh, no. It was the first boss battle. Because in Shadows, it was like a wave. Like a wave battle. With a boss in the middle that you shot. But it was like waves. But in this, it was a genuine boss. You know, it was a difference. But this map was complete. I don't think there was any flaws with this map that I can think of off the top of my head. Except for the fact that the fire bow, for what you had to do for it, was not the strongest. And I always did fire bow because it just seemed the coolest to do in terms of the challenges, like shooting the shit out of the air. But the fact that the lightning bow was the most busted, like by a long shot, and it was literally like the easiest bow to get, was kind of dumb to me. But I guess that was to cater to the newer players, maybe. I don't know. But that wouldn't make, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. But, no, I think this map is super complete. I think this is another God tier map. I think it brought something to the game that it's never had before in the boss battle. And, yeah, I think it's just a staple of the whole zombies community. Like, it's just great. Good map. Setsubo no Shima gets so much hate for no reason. The environment is so good. It is such a cool, grim environment. The Skull of Nansapwe, sick. The KT4 upgraded, sick. What is it? The Mazamune, sick. The fucking boss battle, it was okay. The Easter egg steps, I think they were cool. Truthfully, I really do. I think the map is challenging, and I think that it's a good map. I think it really lacked at the boss battle, and just like really just like the colorfulness of zombies maps. But I think the map itself was very like interesting. Honestly, I think it gets a lot of hate. Would I put it in top tier though? I want to. I really do. But I don't think I can. I want to put it in top tier, but I don't think I can. And I think it's the higher part of good. A good map. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about, personally, I think the best map of all time, Gorod Krabi. This was the 4th god tier. At least I think. Maybe there's another god tier in there. I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure this is the only god tier. Come on, man. You cannot tell me that this is not the best map of all time. In my opinion, hear me out. The dragons, while I think people hyped them up a lot, they delivered though. You know what I mean? Like, it was just such, the whole map with the dragons and the wonder weapon with the thing on your wrist, the dragon dude on your wrist, the boss battle was sick. It was so sick, that boss battle, because you had 2 bosses. Like, that was like, there was just so much in that map. The Easter egg steps were a little odd with the trophies, but it made it challenging, which made it good, in my opinion. Sophia in that story lore was great. The map itself was just very nice to whatever the word is, like, walk around and do. Like, it was just a nice map to be in. And, like, the fact that the dragon thingy, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. No, but, like, Ray Gun Mark III busted. There is also another weapon on that map, and I don't remember what it was. But the Dragon Strike was also sick. Like, there were just so many things on that map. The little things that just made it so much better. Like that lockdown sequence, which was actually difficult if you weren't, like, set up properly, was great. It's just so many things in that map that were so good. And I just think it's honestly the best map of all time. Personally. So next up we got Revelations. I think this map is also overhyped, but, I mean, not overhyped, overhated, but I can see why. Like, it's just, like, literally a throw up of, like, every single map ever, basically. But, like, the map itself is fun to move around, in my opinion. The Easter egg is ass. The Easter egg is really bad in terms of, like, the steps pertaining to something with substance. Like, they just don't make sense. The steps just don't make sense for anything in the story. And I think that's where it lacks. I'm gonna have to put it in solid, because it's good to me, but it's just not good enough. Like, I'm an Easter egg guy, and it just lacked there for me, so I would just have to put it in solid. Chronicles Nocturne Toten. It's the same shit, better lighting, honestly. If I'm putting Numa, not, it's solid. Yeah, original Shino Numa, didn't play it like that, but just gonna have to put it in good. Like, I think these are all the same shits, honestly. Chronicles Verruct, same thing for me, better lighting. Chronicles Shino Numa, like, three of the same maps. Like, it's all the same in terms of the Chronicles shit. Kino, this map is solid. It's a solid map. Nothing, like, it's overhyped. It's literally go up around your back. It's nothing crazy. The lighting is ugly. I hate the lighting in there, and it's just very, like, not fun to me. I don't see how people have fun on this map. It's a good map. Like, I'll hop on it here and there, but it's nothing crazy. Like, people overhype the shit out of Kino, and it pisses me off a little bit, because it's such a basic map, and I understand sometimes basic is good, But I'm just like, where's the enjoyment in this map in terms of like long term? Like rinse and repeat, like play over and over. Like I don't see depth. And I understand it's a like map that came out earlier in time, but still like people overhype the shit out of it, and it's just like I don't get it. I really don't get it. I do not get it. Like it's not a bad map though. I'm not saying it's a bad map, but it's just solid. It's a solid map. Ascension Chronicles. Keep in mind the Chronicles and the fucking normal shits. I'm just gonna put them together. So I think Ascension is a good map. I personally like Ascension. I would put it in good. I think it's a good map. I would put it in good. That's really all I got to say about it. When Ascension first dropped, I never actually played it in depth until like Chronicles, I think, because I didn't get the first DLC in Black Ops 1 or the second DLC whenever it dropped. Chronicles Shangri-La, I really like Shangri-La, and I am arguing honestly to put it in top tier because it's just that whole jungle environment and like those two different boss zombies that really give it character, and then that story sequence also. It's just such a good map. It's smaller than I remember it being, but it's just so nice and fun to be playing in. You know, like I can play that map for fun because it's just so nice for my eyes. If that makes sense. Honestly, I would put Shangri-La in the top tier. Lower top tier, but I would put Shangri-La in top tier. I think it's better than good. I think it's the best Black Ops 1 map. Maybe. Oh, there's Call of the Dead, which I'm going to have to talk about. That's crazy. Chronicles Moon. Good map. I think Moon's a good map. I really think it's on the higher part of good. I can understand why people think it's a top tier map though. I would never put it in God tier. But see, I don't think I ever experienced the Moon Easter egg to my knowledge. So I think that's why I don't have it in top tier, because I'm pretty sure after YouTube videos that I've seen and after hearing people talk about it, that it's a really good Easter egg, top tier Easter egg. So I think that's why I don't have it in top tier, and it's just something that I have to invest myself into. Chronicles Origins. I mean, where'd I put Origins before? Yeah, I think it's the same shit. Same shit, different name, honestly. Blood of the Dead now is... People don't like this map. I think it's a good map. I think Blood of the Dead is a good map. Because keep in mind, Mob of the Dead expanded. I just don't understand how it's not good. To me, it's just... Like... To me, it's great. I think with using the sword, because they had the special weapon in Black Ops 4, when I was like using the sword, slicing and dicing through the catwalk, like that shit was fun to me. And like when you open the catwalk and then hop down and then you see the warden and then everything just like starts letting loose, that shit was so fun. And the Easter egg, other than the boss fight, which seemed kind of lazy, it's like who else are you gonna have as the boss? But it's just like, I don't know. I felt like they could have done something else. But, like, what else could they actually do? But I don't know. But, in terms of the map, I think it's good. I think it's a good map. I think the Easter egg was actually really fun to do. I really enjoyed doing Blood of the Dead Easter egg. It was a fun Easter egg to do with the challenges and the ghosts. I think it was extremely fun to do. And I would put it in the top half of good, honestly. Which I should do. I keep saying these things, but I don't do them. So I'll put it up there. Classified. I have so many mixed feelings about 5, because I'll have a friend be like, you want to hop on 5? And I'll be like, down. And I'll hop on, and I'll be having a good time. And then it'll just die down, plateau. And it's like not fun anymore. And it's not... I would put 5 in solid. I would put Classified in solid. I think I had more fun on 5 as a kid or a young teenager. No, it was a kid. I was a kid at the time. Than I did on Classified. Because Classified, I just feel like 5 you can't have new. Like you have to play on old school 5 in order to enjoy it more. If that's how I see it. With 9, I think 9 is a top tier map. Visually, it's great to look at. Symmetrical, very simple. Very simple map in terms of its layout, and the Easter egg, from what I remember, wasn't terrible. I never did it, but I watched like the steps from Mr. Raffle Waffles and shit. Um, it was never really, yeah, it was never really a hard map, but it was like, it was also, I don't know, it was just really fun to play. You could do high rounds, round 20 in first room, and it'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? It's just a great map. I personally think. I think it's a top tier map. Voyage of Despair. People hate on this. People hate on Voyage so much, for no reason when it's a good map. Voyage is a good map. Kraken is a great wonder weapon. Personally, I think so. It's a fun wonder weapon to get. I think the Easter egg was so hard that it made it good. The boss battle was so difficult. Still haven't beat to this day, and I've done that shit maybe like 30 plus times. Because like it got to the point where my friends didn't even want to do it anymore, and I had to keep doing it solo, and I never fucking beat it. It's a good map. I just don't understand the hate. It must be the new crew, but the map itself is not bad. It's a fun map to play, but once you played it so many times like I did, it gets boring. But it's like, it's fun to me. I just don't understand. Like, it's a good map, personally. Dead of the Night? Visually, it's nice. Solo, you're not doing this Easter egg. You're not doing this Easter egg solo. Especially with the Atlas step, where you have to guide the shit in that puzzle. You're not. I tried it once and I gave up. Maybe there's a solo guide to do it. Maybe there is. I don't know. But you're just not. I'm not doing it. I think it's a solid map. There's no low tier. I gotta put stuff in low tier though. That's where I'm lacking. That's where I'm lacking right now in the low tier. I would put classified in low tier. People aren't gonna like that one. They're not. They're really not. Oh my gosh. I would put classified in low tier. I don't think there is a trash can zombies map. Yes, there is. And I'm gonna get to it in a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, so that's how I feel about, what was I talking about? Where'd I put it? Oh, Voyage. Yeah, that's how I feel about Voyage. Super overhated for no reason. It's a good map. Literally, it's a really good map, personally. Ancient Evil. Ancient fucking Evil. You cannot tell me this is not a top tier map. I don't care about the Chaos Crew. I really don't. I don't care about the Chaos Crew, but this Easter egg was setting up for a storyline that could have been fucking marvelous. It could have been so good. The Pegasus battle with the dude on the mountain, you can't tell me that was such, that was such a good boss battle. It was literally such a good boss battle. The gauntlets were so fun. The whole map was so nice. It was just that Greek mythology. It was so good. It was, I don't know why people like hate the Chaos storyline as much as they do. It's something new. I get it. And it's not the original crew. But like the maps that came with it, what maps came with the Chaos storyline? All of them. 3 of the 4 were bangers. 3 of the 4 Chaos storyline maps were bangers. Like, that just doesn't... Literally more of the Chaos storyline maps in Black Ops 4 hit than the actual Ether storyline maps. Which is nuts. And no one really, like, realizes it, but that's literally how it went. Alpha Omega, for me, is solid. It's solid, and it's not going any higher. I almost put it in low tier. I might even put it in low tier. When I saw the ray gun shits for the first time, I was like, okay, that's really cool. I was kind of hyped for it. I hopped on that map for 7 rounds, maybe even, no, I think it was like 13 rounds, and I never touched it again. It just was so boring. Playing on Nuketown Expanded was so boring to me. Like, I just don't understand. It just was. I didn't see anything new. Like, I did, but I didn't. It just wasn't good to me. Does that make sense? Like, it really wasn't that crazy. I understand why they did it for the storyline. But it just wasn't good to me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the fucking trash can map. Worst map of all time. Worst map of all time, okay? So you're telling me, since I was 8 years old, I've been sitting through the zombie storyline. for it to end on Call of the Dead with Victus crew with no boss battle. I understand. Not only no boss battle, no cutscene, except walking through a tunnel. You cannot tell. I understand the budget at the time, whatever they were talking about, there was something with the budget. Okay. If you're making a blast map for a storyline, which I guess is continuing now in Black Ops Cold War, you cannot have it be this bad. I'm sorry. You could praise this map all you want, but you know at most it's a solid map. Like, if you genuinely like this map, you know at most it's solid. It really is nothing special. I feel like there is no fun in playing this map. Personally, to me, there is no fun in playing this map. I had no drive to do the Easter egg at all because I just didn't want, like, it just didn't seem good. It didn't seem good at all. Literally, loading in a tag or a tote, and it's like, okay, nothing new except a Wonder Waff that shoots more electricity, or whatever the fuck it did. I don't even remember because I didn't even play the map that much. I played the map like for 2 minutes. Literally never touched it again because it just wasn't good to me. I just don't understand. I know why they did the remasters with Alpha and Tag, but I just don't think it was a good move. Personally, they could have definitely done like a Great War. Literally. I have played original Kino. Again, good. I mean, not good, solid. It's going right here. Infection, I played from Advanced Warfare. I think it was fun. I think it was solid, honestly. It was fun. Nothing crazy. I just played it for high rounds, honestly, and just enjoying the map in general. I really didn't play it for Easter egg, but I think it was a solid map. It was fun at the time. Carrier, which was the first Exo Zombies map. Just because it was the first Exo Zombies map, I honestly would put it in good. I had a good time with my friends on this map. Honestly, I did. The map itself was not anything spectacular at all, but I think it was a fun map to play with friends. Descent? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think I played it, but I don't know what this is. Zombies in fucking Spaceland. Now, you cannot lie to me when I say Infinite Warfare Zombies was good. Now, I did not play Attack of the Radioactive Thing, which I heard was a really good map as well, I think, in the Beast from Beyond. But Zombies in Spaceland is literally inching close to God tier. That was I have to think. What was that map missing in order for it to be God tier? Genuinely, what was that map missing in order for it to be a God tier map? Because you have to think about it. It brought in a system that we have never seen with the coins and like the afterlife shit, which was stupidly fun. The whole arcade was fun. The whole coins and like the wonder weapons were good and fun. The Easter egg was fun. The alien boss fight was hard. It was a hard boss fight, which made it better. Okay? So I'm literally trying to think what is stopping me from putting this map in God tier right now. And I can't even think of it. I can't. I cannot think of it. What's stopping me? Maybe the Pack-a-Punch? I don't know. Like, I don't know, but I'm gonna put it in top. I'm gonna put it in top tier. Because if I'm putting it up against these maps up here, I don't know, it's one of a kind. It really is. I'm putting it in God tier. I don't care. I'm putting it in God tier. I think it's such a good map. It's one of a kind. It really is. I think it's in its own realm. Raven the Redwoods. When I first played this map, I was fucking scared of that guy. When it went into like rave mode and I saw him for the first time, I was screaming. I think I have a clip on my fucking Xbox of that. But it's a good map. I would put it in good. Lower half of good. Nothing crazy, because after a little bit it did get boring, because it's literally just the woods with a rave mode. Like, it's really nothing spectacular without the rave mode. Literally take out the rave part and it's not not good. It's literally low tier if you take out the raid part. No, so I'd put it in solid. Yeah, I'll put it in solid. It's okay. Shaolin Shuffle, though, from what I played, it was actually a really fun map. From what I played in the nunchuck shit, I thought it was a really fun map. But I played a very small amount of Shaolin Shuffle. I don't know why I keep burping. But for me, I would put it in lower tier of good. Let's see what else we got. Attack of the Radioactive Thing, haven't played. Beast from Beyond, haven't played 5. 5. I would put 5. I would put 5 in good. I would. I enjoyed it as a kid. I think it's good. Classified, not a fan, but I would put 5 in good. What else we got? We have... I didn't play any of the World War II maps, and then we got... we got Original Ascension first. Okay, Original Ascension. Where did I put Other Ascension? I think I put it in good. Yeah, yes I did. Right there. And then, I'm going to leave Call of the Dead for last, actually. We got Resurrection Knocked, solid. We got Original Shangri-La. It's going to be a top tier with the other one, because that's just how it is. They're both the same. One's just better looking in terms of visuals. Okay, Call of the Dead. Overhyped as shit. Good map. Great map, actually. But why? Why on earth do people put this like as their number one? I genuinely do not understand it. The map itself, visually, it's a cool feel. It's like an eerie feel, but it is not... It is not... Like, I don't know how to explain it. Wonder Weapon's ass. Okay, Scavenger falls off. That's what it's called, right? The sniper? I don't remember what the fuck it's called. I think it's called the Scavenger. Or something else. Falls off. Falls off around like 40 plus, whatever the fuck. Okay? The George Romero lightning shit, or whatever the fuck it was, that was fun. It was a good map. I don't recall the Easter egg, so I'm not going to comment on that. I think it is a high good map. Is it? Or is it top tier, actually? Let me think. It is really good. It's a good map. It really is a really good map. I'm like hating on it a little bit, but it's like not a bad map. I just think it's really overhyped. I think it's top tier. It is. It's lower half of top tier for me, though. I can see why it's top tier, so I would put it in top tier. And that is everything that I have played. I think I've played Outbreak, but I don't remember, so I'm not going to comment on it. But, wait, which one is the first Exo Zombies? It's Carrier, right? Oh my gosh, let me look this shit up. Okay, so I had this shit messed up the whole time. Descent was the first map, which I would put in good, but I also think Carrier was a good map. That was actually a fun map too, so I would leave Carrier exactly where it was. Descent was also a good map. Outbreak, however, that was the one with the shark tank, right? No. Which one was Outbreak? Wait a second. What's going on? No. Descent was the last map. What am I saying? Okay. No, Outbreak was the first map. Okay. Outbreak, first map. Okay, so I would put Outbreak in good. I think it was the new experience. While it was very weird at first, it ended up being a fun time with friends. I think it's a good map. Okay? Next map. This was Infection. That was Infection, which I put in solid, and I stand by that. Okay? I did play that map. Next, after that, was Carrier. Carrier was also a good map. And then there was Descent, which I don't think I played. I don't think I played the last map. I did play this map, and this was the best Exo Zombies map. I'm tripping. I'm literally forgetting these things, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, wow, I did play that map, and I really enjoyed it. Descent was definitely the best Exo Zombies map, but I wouldn't put it anywhere past where it is now. I think all 3 of the Exo Zombies maps, except Infection, they were all good maps. For the time, I think that... Who made that game? Who made Advanced Warfare? Sledgehammer? I think for what Sledgehammer was trying to do with zombies, I think they did a great job for what they were capable of. Like, they weren't doing some big old shit like Treyarch, but they made a good storyline for a 4-map game, which I think it was good. And a lot of the maps, 3 of the 4 were solid. They were solid as in good, though. And then the other Infection was just solid. It was just like, okay, it was fine. And yeah, so basically I'm gonna rearrange this, and I'm gonna rearrange it with the left side of that tier being the highest, and then the bottom, like in solid, this would be the lowest part, and then this would be the highest part. So I'm gonna rearrange it, and then we'll see how I'm feeling. So I rearranged everything, and I think that this is... The only thing that I switched was, what did I switch? Where is it? Where all, like, the, Chronicles Original and, Resurrection maps, because I figured that they would have to be grouped together, so I put the Giant up at top tier, because there was, like, it wasn't bad. I don't know what I was thinking earlier, honestly, but I would just group them all together. Like, yes, they have their differences, but the map layout is the same. You know what I'm saying? Only other differences, maybe Gobblegums or better graphics, you know, so that's just my stance on it. But this is how I see it. Left side being the best in that tier, right side being the worst in that tier, and so on and so forth. So like here, I think Revelations is the best solid, nearing good, it's close. Farm is lower to low tier. You know, that's just how I feel. This is also my opinion. I know some people aren't going to agree with it. Like with Call of the Dead being the fucking lower tier of top tier. People think that shit's probably up here. And that's just their opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. This is just from my experiences and what I enjoy. So, let's see this Firebase Z map February 4th. Let's see how it's rocking. I'm going to try and stream it. We'll see what's happening. But, yeah, this is my zombies tier list, and let's fucking get it, you know that.